welcome back to Beauty Bee and to my 6-month update for my Project Pan. We are quickly approaching the halfway point. That will be in 2 weeks, I think. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I have a moderate amount of progress to show this month, so let's jump straight into it, starting with nail polish. This is not a very exciting category at the moment. I have 2 products in here. They are both from Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, and this one is the shade Show Stealer. I've had these for ages, which is why they are in my Project Pan. Last month on this one, I was at this dark gray line, and I am so close to being done with this. I think you could see, maybe if I can get this to not catch the light very well, that there is windowing all the way down on this product. I did have this stored on its side, it just was in my makeup bag. So I think there is a little bit that is still settling. I think that I have maybe one more manicure left with this. This was really goopy the last few times I've tried to use it. I have been wearing it pretty much all month. Excuse my nails. This is just caked on at this point, and I'm just trying to let it all get off. I don't have my nail polish remover with me right now. Get everything off so that I can start fresh, because we're about 4 layers thick on some of these nails right now, and it's not the best look. The second polish is also from Sally Hansen. It's again one of the Insta-Dry polishes. This is in the shade Grease Lightning. Last month, actually 2 months ago, I don't think I was able to make a new line last month. I was at this pink line. So right around the halfway point, I am definitely well below it at this point. I believe that I'm around here. This is also turning pretty goopy. I don't think that I will be able to use all of this up. It was looking pretty thick and just hard to get to look nice the last time I used it on my nails, but I'll definitely give it another go this month and we'll see how that goes. I've had both of these for ages and ages. I've had them for at least 4 years, and I think more like 5 or 6 is probably more accurate. So it's not that surprising to me that they are starting to dry out. I'm glad that I put them in this project though, because I've gotten a little bit more use out of them than I would have otherwise before they have to go. Let's next move to lips. There were originally 5 products in this category, and now we are down to 2. The first is this Maybelline Pink for Me lipstick. It is a cream finish lipstick, and my goal with this one is to pan it entirely to finish it off. And here is the progress on that lipstick. I made a ton of progress on this month. Because I was moving this month, I took a pretty limited selection of makeup with me, so I ended up using this a ton, and I made a lot of progress. I think that if I were to make as much progress in future months as I did this month, I could probably have this done by October. That's probably not going to happen, but maybe I will be able to finish this by the end of the year. That's the hope anyway. The other lipstick that I still have in this project is the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in the shade Secret Club. It is a bit more pink and more bright than the Maybelline lipstick we looked at. And this is much newer to me. I actually only got this in, I want to say like September or October of 2020. So my goal with this is basically to set myself up to pan it next year and finish half of it. And mission accomplished. Here is the progress on that lipstick. Last month I was up at the top line and I've moved down just a little bit. My goal was to hit the center of the slope at this dotted pink line, and I've accomplished that. So this is rolling out. I'll still be wearing it, I'll still be using it, and I suspect that you will see it in next year's Project Pan, but I'm not going to be focusing on this for a little while. I think that maybe halfway through the month, I might actually do a little update video. I know that it will be just 2 weeks in between, but I think that I want to roll in some new products. I just want to have the rest of my makeup with me before I decide what I want to roll in. Some of these categories are starting to look a little bit sparse, which is amazing. I'm very happy about that. But I also want to keep this project interesting for me and for you. And I think the way to do that will probably be to add in some more products. Let's move on now to eyes. I have a few eyeshadows that are in this project that just aren't with me. 4 of them are from the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. I have a green that I've actually already hit goal on, a blue that I'm, I think, pretty close to hitting goal on. My goal with all of these shades is just to hit pan. And then there are 2 mattes, a matte green and a matte purple, that I'm nowhere close on, but still chugging along with. I haven't made any progress this month because they haven't been with me for most of the period, but I think next month I should be able to do a little bit of damage. I also have a single champagne shadow that isn't with me, and again, I haven't made any progress on it. My goal with that one is to finish it, and that is starting to seem unlikely to me unless I really decide to hone in on that as face highlight, in which case I might actually be able to make some good progress. A shade that I've made really great progress on in the past month is this NYX shade. This is, I believe I've called this Style Wheel. It's not actually called that. I don't think it actually had a name, but you know what? I thought that Noodle Style was a good shade descriptor for this. And I had a little bit of pan last month, but now this is on its way out. I think I probably have a month worth left in here. I've been using this pretty much every day to set my eyeshadow primer, so it's been getting a lot of use, and that's definitely showing. I would not be surprised if this is gone next month, and I would actually be pretty shocked if it wasn't gone by my August update. This should go pretty quickly, I think. I am working to finish off 2 shades in this Maybelline City Mini palette. This is in Chill Brush Neutrals. I'm working on this lilac shade and this gold. I've definitely made some progress on them in the past month. I will put up comparison pictures, but nothing super impressive. I have found that I like using this purple shade as a blush, so I think that will help it go a little bit quicker. But yeah, nothing too exciting here. I have expanded the pan on this cream shade quite a bit. Not that it's in my project pan, but you know, we'll take progress where we can find it. And then the last eyeshadow item that I have to talk about is the other Maybelline City Mini palette. This is in Matte About Town, and I am working to finish off this shade. I've made good progress on this month. I don't actually quite have side pan. It sort of looks like I do. I don't. I will probably have that in the next couple of days though. I've been using this quite a bit. I've used it in my brows most days. I'm not actually wearing it today, but most days I've been wearing this in my brows. I've used this to blend out all kinds of different colors. It makes a really good transition shade on me. I've also used it as a one shadow look a few times. It's a great shade. I don't know why it's stuck around as long as it has in my collection. I don't think I appreciated it as much as I probably should have. And I also hit pan on this pink this month. Again, not in the project pan, but we like pan. So there is my eyeshadow category. Now moving on to face, which is actually the last category we have this month because I've finished off everything that was in my miscellaneous category. So let's start with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. My goal is to finish this off, and I don't know how people pan concealers because this is taking me forever, and I feel like I'm using a lot of it. But here is where I am. I'm just below this gray line. I don't even know if this is really worth marking again, but I probably will mark it just to feel like I am making some progress. I've only gone from this blue line at the top to basically at the gray line this entire year. Yeah, I feel like this isn't going to be gone by the end of the year. Maybe I'm wrong, but it sure doesn't look like it right now. I have two other products in my face category that are both gone. I'm going to pretend like I'm showing you one of them. Let's just act like this is Tarte Harmony instead of Tarte Quirky. It was in the same size and everything. Again, I was moving this month and I didn't want to cart my trash around with me. That seemed unnecessary, but this was gone. This blush took me ages to use up because, well, it's a blush. Of course it took ages to use up. I got mine in April of 2018 and I used it pretty consistently for 3 years to finish. So definitely took a while, but it's gone now. I really liked it, and well, I liked it well enough that I chose to claim the Tarte birthday gift, which is the same blush in a slightly different shade. This is a little bit deeper and a little bit more coral, whereas Harmony was a little bit more pink. I'm very happy with both of them, and I don't know what I'm really getting myself into deciding to get another of these Tarte mini blushes. I've panned 2 of them, and they both took me forever, and I missed both of them when they were gone. I used each of my Tarte blushes for 3 years before I finished them, and I still like them and missed them enough that I chose to get another. And then the final item in this entire update is the KVD, actually Kat Von D, because this was a very old powder sample. I had a mini of the Locket powder in the translucent shade. It was these for a birthday gift 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's been a while. In any case, I used it up. I will have the mini project pan that I did before I moved, where I used up both the blush and the powder, linked up in the cards as well as down in the description box. If you're really interested and want to see the empties, they're both in that video. Anyway, I'm done with that. I'm so glad. I don't think that loose powder is gonna be my thing going forward. I don't love the mess that comes with loose powders, and I don't feel like they do enough extra for me to be worth the mess that they make. I think going forward, I'm probably just going to stick to pressed powders. And that is it for the month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I will have the playlist of the other updates linked up in the cards as well as down in the description box. Totally check those out if you're interested. I have really found it satisfying to see the length of these videos get shorter and shorter over time as I use up these products. And well, I guess I'm going to ruin that next month by adding in some new items, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks again for watching. I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed, and I really hope that I will see you in next month's update. Bye!